Temporarily from Burlington, Vermont, this is Darrell W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, April 2nd, 2016. Silver is trading at $15.05 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,222 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $424. Antiwar.com reports Pentagon officials have repeatedly made clear in recent weeks that they are pushing the Obama administration for further escalations of the Islamic State war in Iraq, envisioning a significant increase in ground troops there. Apparently, this does not stop at Iraq. Officials on Friday confirmed the administration is also considering a massive increase in U.S. ground troops in neighboring Syria as part of the plan, in the form of a large contingent of special forces to be sent to Syria's northeast. Exact details are scant, and officials would not offer any amount of the number of troops to be sent, beyond saying that there would be many times more troops being sent to Syria than are presently there now. Official figures on current numbers are around 50. While the U.S. has had a relatively free hand in sending troops to Iraq, the troops they have sent to Syria are confined to Kurdish territory and are not welcomed by the Syrian government. The Kurdish region continues to grow, however, and with the U.S. and Russia talking about a coordinated attack on the Islamic State capital of Raqqa, it's likely these new U.S. troops will be taking part in that. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports President Barack Obama defended his administration's policy on Friday on using drone strikes to target terrorist leaders and camps. While speaking at the Nuclear Security Summit in Washington, Obama acknowledged the legitimate criticism the legal architecture surrounding drone strikes contributed to the death of civilians. He said at a news conference following the summit, "It wasn't as precise as it should have been, and there's no doubt civilians were killed that shouldn't have been. We have to take responsibility where we're not acting appropriately or just made mistakes." Obama said new guidelines for strikes against the Islamic State ensure that they do not take place near areas where women, children, and other civilians are located. Obama added, "What I can say with great confidence is that our operating procedures are as rigorous as they have ever been, and that there is a constant evaluation of precisely what we do." Targeted drone strikes reportedly have a civilian death toll of nearly 90%. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. Reuters reports a new U.S. government task force will look into the country's biggest ever accidental release of methane, which occurred over several months in Los Angeles, California, hoping to prevent future leaks of the potent greenhouse gas from storage wells. The Obama administration said on Friday the Interagency Task Force on Natural Gas Storage Safety will look at the Aliso Canyon leak and will be chaired by officials from the Department of Energy and Department of Transportation's Pipeline Safety Office. A months-long leak at the Aliso Canyon storage field made scores of people ill and forced the temporary relocation of more than 6,600 households from the northern Los Angeles community of Porter Ranch. Scientists said the global warming potential of the release, which began last October and was not plugged until February, was equal to the annual carbon emission of nearly 600,000 cars. Aliso Canyon, owned by the Southern California Gas Company, a division of Sempra Energy, is the country's fourth largest gas storage field of its kind. The utility has minimized the extent of the greenhouse gas impact of the leak, citing early California state data saying the release represented less than 1% of the state's entire annual greenhouse gas emissions. The Energy Department will hold workshops with industry, state, and local leaders to develop practices of operation of storage facilities and ensure well integrity and response plans. Findings of the task force will be made public later this year. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.